Kaz just got dumped from the show. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. Hey guys, it's Marolly. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button. It is daily and consistent content. Comment down below. Thumbs up and let's get into this mess. Kaz being dumped on the show is just such a terrible, terrible choice. I felt like she should have been given a chance. Somebody should have walked in for her. There must be an islander or somebody in the Love Island stratosphere that could have walked in for her. However, they decided consciously not to bring anybody for this person, and it's quite sad to see. Never have I ever seen such an awful journey for somebody. We don't want somebody to just be on holiday. We want somebody to have a storyline so that that person can, you know, benefit from having a storyline. If you're in the background, nobody really cares for you. This was a complete waste of an opportunity for Kaz, and let it be a warning for future, you know, islanders of color that, you know, returning to this all-star format, we are screwed on the show. Women of color are screwed. Black women especially are screwed. It really goes to show you that these particular people at ITV in the production didn't even give a thought to the islanders of color and how they're going to be treated when it comes to a format where islanders are going to be brought back. They weren't even considered. It wasn't even a thought process. It was just, let's just find one, put it there for that diversity and wrap it up. It's just such a shame that she's been dumped from the show, because I felt like there could have been potential if people were in there for her, but they could have brought somebody or some islanders in there for her. Who? I don't know at this point. But it's just sad. I feel like majority of islanders of color, black islanders, black women perhaps refused to go on the show. I know Samira was set to go in, but she last minute backed out. And I'm glad that she did, because her journey on 2018 was awful. But this time with Kaz, it was diabolical. Joe Garrett's in the show. Okay, you know, he's playing around, he likes Molly, they've kissed before, and etc. Georgia Steele is bringing the drama. I don't want to see anybody really complaining about getting out of the show, because if she was not in the show, there would be nothing else going on. And this is the issue with this all-star casting. I wish there were multiple people bringing drama, not just everybody relying on one narrative, one story, one Georgia Steele. We need more people than her to bring some delusional stuff. This is what my fear was. Movie night was so good that, you know, the next following episodes, things would drop off so well. It's like a song on that reached the charts, goes #1, everybody's happy, but the drop off the next week is insane. And this is what this is giving. Well, yet again, the twins that have come in are absolutely pointless. They've done nothing, just like they were doing nothing on their season. Twins do not work on Love Island. It didn't work the first time with these girls in season 6. They were dumped so quickly, and it's not working again right now. Both of them just don't really have much personality. They're quite boring. Jess and Eve were boring on their season, and I'm just seeing the same. Like, it's just boring, boring, boring. Casey, boring. But again, these girls and boys are not all-stars. They're not legends. They are Love Island second chances, and it's a shame that Kaz just got dumped. George is still bringing in the mess, saying, oh, you know, Molly, you've done XYZ. Funny, because it was not needed, it was unnecessary. Her beef with Josh, I don't understand why Toby and Georgia are so upset. Josh said it with his chest. I don't understand why he's apologizing. It doesn't make any sense. She probably is there for the followers, they all are. But for the fact that she moans, gets upset, makes everything about herself, makes herself into a victim, walks away, it's just genuinely annoying and frustrating, because you're not always a victim, babes. Sometime take responsibility for your actions. Okay, you were upset that you were picked to be, you know, the most followed, or, you know, wanted to be the most followers or whatever, but who cares? Get over it. It's not that deep. For you and Toby to both be upset at Josh, Josh should have backed himself much more. I'm surprised he backed off quite quickly and said sorry and walked away. He didn't need to do that. He should have stood 10 toes with his chest. But yet again, the drama is about Georgia, Georgia, Georgia. Keep this girl in the villa. The producers know that. She's the only one bringing something. It's just so sad to see that Kaz was seen as a friend. Kaz was seen as, you know, the Love Island water bottle, the condiment, the extra. There was nobody in there for her from start to finish. We have never seen that. Not one love interest in her. Not one person intrigued in her. Not one person when it comes to bombshells. They couldn't bring one bombshell in for Kaz. It's absolutely diabolical and it's pathetic, and it goes to show you, and I don't know why there's not a lot more outrage. Yeah, you could say, oh, you know, but, you know, we don't blame her for going. This is what we told her, don't go in. She knew what she was going in for. Cut the crap, because whether the islanders know what they're going in for, there's still a duty for production to bring in people who are interested in these islanders regardless of their color, and it looks bad on ITV and it looks bad on production. A lot of these islanders did tell me some crazy things about their journey of islanders of color. I'm not going to sit out here and blurt what they said, because, you know, they haven't given me permission to do so, but I'm not surprised. But it's not every day she knew what she was walking into, therefore she deserved it. You know, I don't have much sympathy for her. Sometimes it's, well, you know, production and ITV want to have so many steps for your mental health when they come out, but they don't want to have any steps for these islanders of color when it comes to, you know, having planning out people that could be interested in them. It's not hard to find islanders, since we're bringing in Casey Child. It ain't hard to find islanders to come in and say, are you interested in Kaz? Let's bring some options in, just so that they don't have to find somebody to love her, but just options she can play around with, and then it's on her if she proceeds with them or not. Miss me with how we can bring the mental health steps, but suddenly when it comes to the island of color, we're blind. Like, I know the sympathy's capped because she knew what she was going in there for. We know that. I agree with that. I acknowledge that. We acknowledge that. We don't need to keep bringing that up in the comments because I agree that they know what they're going in there for, especially the islanders of color. But production have a duty to understand that if you're accepting this island of color, allow some options. And that would have happened if there was more diversity in the back production team, which I don't believe there is at all. Because at the end of the day, Brexit will Brexit. That's exactly what's happening, guys. Brexit will Brexit. Free Palestine all day, every day with my chest. I'm currently in Brazil. It is hot as hell. I'm absolutely living. There's not going to be a long review because nothing else for me to say, but you know, it is what it is. I'm very truthful with my opinions. I don't sit here, you know, and pretend that everything's great with the show when it's not. Boring episode today. Georgia Steele was the only one carrying something. These dare challenges and etc. are so boring. Give us a challenge. When you give us the movie night challenge, it brings something. Bring us the Twitter headline, lights. Bring these challenges, not truth or dare. Are we in year 9? Like, I don't understand. This stuff is just annoying. But you know what? It is what it is. People online are agreeing. I just find it to be embarrassing. It's just, what an embarrassing arc for this woman to come onto the show, and this is what happens. Absolute ruckus. Like, absolute ruckus. Make of this what you will. Subscribe to the channel, click that button, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.